Hello guys, and welcome to day 13 of this full stack shift taking application. So in our last video we look at this staff page here whereby we can see all the shifts, including shifts that you have been assigned by admin and also shift that you can bid here. So in today's video I want us to look at the pages, and one of the pages that I want to look at is this page that is called account, and this is where you can see your information like your username, full name, email, phone number, address, gender, staff ID, and also here you can be able to change your password. And here you can see we have this logout button. So if we have time also, we'll be going to look at this my shift page here. So we should look at this one here, like this grid here. We are going to use DataGrid here, and this is nice because in here you can be able to see all shifts that you have undertaken as a staff, and also you can be able to do things like sorting. You can sort by ascending in any column, and also you can search using filter. So you can come here and say maybe filter, and then you can choose now like an ID, and then here you can start searching here or filtering according to certain ID, and also it is in any column. So here you can also just close that, and if you come here in let's say something like maybe the date, you want to know the shift that you taken in a certain day, so you can be able also to do that. You can just come here and do this, and if you click on this you can see, because I've filtered on date 7 here, you can see we have this shift that we have taken on date 7 on this March 2024. So that is what we are going also to look at. So let's start by creating our page here, and our page will be for now what we are calling account. So also here, this is my admin. I want to pull it, and then I just want it to be in between these two pages, or these tabs, in between these tabs. So now let's come here, and in our code now, if we come here in our code, the first thing that we should do, let me first of all drag this down. And now the other thing that I need to do is that I can close these tabs first of all, and let me leave this because we are going to use it to add a link to that page. So let me close this page, and in here I want to add, or let me first of all create this page that you are calling account. So here I'm just going to call it account like that, and now you can create now the page. So account like that, account.jsx like that, and in here I can do RFCE to create my component, and here I can also just remove this because we don't want it right now. So another thing is that I can just add account.css like that, and now here I can be able to import. So import now my CSS like that, and now from here now we can be able to add this page or route to this page in my here in app.jsx. So I'm going to copy this like that, and you can see we are adding pages as we go. So here I'm going to call this my account, this route to be my account like that. And if I close this and here and try to come back here, let me try and now access this page through this route, my account like that, and then let's see if we can access it. So I can't see if we are able to access it, and this is because I know we haven't imported the page here. We have used the same staff page here, and here we need to add now account page. So if you look up here, you can see we can autocomplete. The React is auto-completing for us, so I'm going to click yes, and if you come up here now, you can be able to see that we have imported that page. So let's go back here, and when you reload now, you can see we have this my account. So this is where we are going to work on our page. So now the first thing that I want to is to just give this, let me scroll down and I will close this. And then the other thing, let me come here first of all, and in here, let me see, there's something that I want. So here, if you remember in this my stuff here, you can click here, and then what you can do is that when you click on my account here, you are being taken to my account here. So now let's see. So if I go back into staff page here, I want when I click this, I go to my account or account page. So what we'll do is that I'll come here and let's look at this span here or this link here. I'm going to add a link. So let me add this link here, and this link should be from now the link from the React router DOM. So let me check. So like that, and then I will add it like there. So I'm going to add that link, but I first of all need to import that link. But before that, I want also to add this too. And here I can add my account like that. And then let me save this. Of course, this will give me an error because I haven't imported the link from React router DOM. So I'll say import. And then here I can say from, and here also is from React router DOM, like this one here. And then after that, now I can come here and import link. So that is it. I think now we shouldn't have an error. So let me go back here and let's see. So if I come here and click this one, you can see we are having this unexpected application error. So this page is not found. I don't know why. So let us first of all reload and see. Yeah, you can see that was the error. So now let me click here. You can see if I click here, if I come here into my account, click that, you can see now my account. So now let's close this because now we have added whatever we wanted here. So if I come back here in my account, so I'm going now to start creating first of all the things that we require. So first thing first, I will have a class, and this class here I'm going to call this my account like that. Also I'm going to remove this like that, and in here I want to have like a span, or let me call it span, and or let me call it a span. And this span I'm going to give it a class of my shifts. Let me add my shifts like that, and then I will say back like that. And in here I'm going to have an arrow. So let me add this arrow here. So I'm going to have this arrow like that. I think I cannot be able to import it. So what I'll do is that I'm going to first of all come up here, and I want to import from React icons. So I'm going to import. So let us import now the icon. So we are going to import it from React icons, that is. So maybe let me come here and say import from now React. Let me see. So React icons. So you can see this one here, and then /fa, and here I can now be able to add my React icon. So now what is the name of the icon? The name of the icon is FA like that, and then arrow left, and then left like that. So that one. So here I'm going also to copy it because I want to use it here. So here I'm going to just come and paste it here like that. So now you can see we have this icon here, and it is coming from React icons because we used React React icons area on. So here I'm going to add this back like that. So like that. So this is, let me show you. So this is let me see, this icon here, and then this name back here. So that is it. You can see how it looks here. We are going to style it. So the other thing is that also here I'm going to first of all format. I don't want those spaces now. So the other thing is that inside here also I'm going to have another thing, and this one is H2 heading, and H2 here I'm going to add it as my account. So because this is your account information, and down here because we have a horizontal line, I'm going to add it like that. So this HR is this horizontal line here. You can see this horizontal line here. So now let's get into now the inputs. So after this HR here, we are going to have another div here, and this div we are going to call this div my account container, my account, and then account, oh no, account container, like that. So you can call it the way you want, so long as you remember how when you're styling it. So here I'm going also to have another div. In this div I'm going to call this div my account, and then left for the lack of a better word. And here now we are starting now to look at this part here. Let me show you. So this part of the information here. So let me go back into my code now. So the first thing that we need is we'll be having a label here, and this label will be for username, and also we are going to have an input here like that. So this is an input, also it is a text, and then the other thing is that we need a placeholder. So a placeholder here, so a placeholder we can call just a log like that. Also we are going to have another label, and this label is for the full name. So like that, full name. And then here I'm going to have another input, and this input here I'm going to give it a placeholder. A placeholder here will be a placeholder, and I will add this name alok mondala like that. We are having another label, and this label here we are going to add a label with email, and also I'm going to give an input here. So an input, and also here is a placeholder, and a placeholder here I'm going to add, like, let's say alok mondala 199 at gmail.com like that. And here another label, so this one will be for the phone like that. And here another input. So you can see we are doing the repetitive thing, so I'm going to copy and paste, and you can see here we have placeholder, and this placeholder here we are going to add like a dummy phone number like that. And then now I can copy this, because you can see we are just creating label and input. So let me paste down here. After phone, now we can have like an address. So this is address, and here because we have this placeholder, I can just come here in my here, and I will just copy all of this. So I cannot be able to copy. So what I will do is that let me just add anything. So I'll just say something like 123 123 Smith Street, yeah, like that. And then I'll add Sydney, like that. So what else do I need? I need to also copy and paste. Now this is address, phone, and then we can have the gender. So here I can add gender, and here I can actually make this male, or I can add as a male. And also here we have now the last one, which is staff ID. And staff ID here, I'm going to add staff ID like that. And also here I'm going to now add AP, and then 50, I can add to be 71, and then something like, okay, 7199, something of the sort. So now that is it. So what else do I need? So here I need to have a button, because if you check here, you can see we have this button here down here. So here, after this, all these labels, I'm going to add a button here, and this button I'm going to give it a class name of logout, and then my account like that. And then here I'm going to add logout like that. So let me first of all format this, and now we need to have another div down here, and this div now we are going to call it my account. So this is my account like that, and then I'm going to call this right, since the other one we called it left. So now here we are going to have these two also label, and this time here this one will be for the password, because I'm going to enable the user to change their password. So change password, here you can see we are having this change password, and here the label here I'm going to add this label, you can see, or this placeholder, that is. So I'm going to give these stars like that. So, and then you can see here we need to have another thing. So here we have this functionality for seeing the password or hiding the password, and also you can click toggle on to see your password. So first of all, before that, I'll be adding a button here for submitting or for changing the password. So I'm going to give here a button, so this button here, and I'm going to give it a class name of update account. So update my account, so like that. And also I'm going to give to call it submit, or to just add submit. So if I close this or I save this, then go back here, you can see how it looks. So we need several stuff. So the first thing that we need is to go back into, in order to have the functionality for clicking, or for having the functionality for seeing the password and also hiding the password. Remember, in login we implemented that. So I'm going to come here, and what I can do is that, let me look for this here. So I'm going to copy all of this like here, and until there, and copy this, and let me see if I can format this code first of all like that. And I can just come here and paste this one here. So there are several things that you can see here. We don't have show password here, and so we don't have this function that is called toggle password, handle toggle password. So I'm going to copy this, and I will come up here. First thing I need to first of all create, let me create this use state. So use state here, and first it should be false like that. And then, okay, this one I need to import it from React. So use state, and then it should be from React like that. And then the other thing here, we need to have show password, and then here set show password like that. Yeah, and then now I'm going to now create the function handle toggle password const, this one here. So and then here what I'll do is that I'll do set and then show password here, but what I'll do is that I'll be now negating this show password, so that if show password is false, then it will, when we click this icon here, or this here, this icon here, it will just change to seeing, or it will just change to opposite, because you are turning it to true and false. So let me save and then let us look again. So yeah, you can see how it is. You can toggle in between. Yeah, so let's now be able to go into styling. So let's start styling now. So the first thing we need is to style this my account. So we style my account here. I'm going to give it a margin of 3%, this one, and also I'm going to give 15% like that. I'm going also to give a display of flex. Display flex, I'm going to say flex direction to be column, and then let us save. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, you can see now we have given the spaces in like this big margin. So now the other thing that we need style is my account. So we have my account here and also the line now. So my line, I'm going to give it a width of 50%. So let me see how it will look. So if you check here, you can see this line is now 50%. So let me check now, or let me style another class. So now after this, I can add my account, or I can say my account and then dot container. And here I can be able to add, or say display flex. So now if I do this and go back here, you can be able to see now we have our password this side and we have the other our information on this side. So that's okay. So what else do we need to do, or to style which class? So we are going to have another class, and this class here is for my account, and then left. So account left, the one for the information. So we are going to say display flex, and display flex here, and then flex direction should be column. So if we do this, we just see here, you can see now it's almost, it has now this look after we have done flex, display flex, because display flex put the products or the elements in a horizontal position, but when you do flex column, you see that they will be in vertical. They position them into vertical. So let me continue styling. So here they also, I'm going to style my account, but this time right now. And also here I'm going to do the same thing, display flex, and then flex direction to be column, like that. And what else? So here I'm also going to have a margin of 30 pixels. And what else do I need? I think now I can style now the update password, or my update account. So update my account, like that. Update my account here. I think this is update, and this here is capital. So here I'm going to say border none. Border should be none. Also I'm going to add width should be 250 pixels. I'm going to have also like a margin, and a margin of 10 pixels top and bottom, 0 pixels left and right. Also I'm going to give a padding of 10 pixels, and also I'm going to have a background color here of RGB, and then here I'm going to add 148 and 64, and then here also I'm going to give it 64 like that. So you can see here this is like almost maroon. So here I'm going to also add the color to be white, this one, and also I'm going to have font weight to be bold. So this is the button here. So let me check the button. You can see this button here, it should be the button. So I don't know why it is not like a styling. So here is the, actually this should be logout. That's why it's not changing. So logout like that. So if I do this, you can see, yeah, this one, and also we can add cursor pointer. So the cursor should be pointer like that. So now the other thing is that also we can just style now the other button for update, or yeah, for my update my account. So update my account. So this is update my account like that. And in here now we can be able to take everything from up here, but we're going to change now the background color. So the background color here, I'm going to give a background color of teal. So here it should be teal, and then let's see. So if I check here, you can see we have all this, but now because I don't think here we have not added border to be none. Border should be none. So let me check here. Yeah, now you can see it looks really nice. So the same, this is the same. So now I can, what can I do? So let me check now. Yeah, this looks nice. So now we can go to the other part, and the other part is just looking at this my shift here. So if I come here into this application, and if I click here, can be able to see we have this data grid here, and I want to show you how to include this data grid. It's very simple. So the first thing that we need to do is that we need to create that page. So to create that page, just close the other pages here like that, and then inside these pages here I can be able to say now shift, or my shifts, or let me just call it shifts, and here I can say shifts dot JSX, and also I'm going to add here shift dot CSS, and here I can add a RFCE, and here also I'm going to add import my CSS like that. That is it. And also the other thing that I need is that here I can be able to also now be able to style first of all. So, and then maybe let me just come here and add that page. So let me add this page, copy this, and then down here can add it. So this one will be calling it my account, not my account but my shifts. And also here I'm going to add the page now. So the page should be my shifts. Let me see if, oh, actually shifts, I can just say shifts. You can see here we import it. Yeah, we have imported it. So this you can confirm by checking up here, and then now I'm also going to go back into my stuff here and look for the other link here, for the links here, and in here I can also add, let me first of all remove this. Here I'm going to have a link, so this is the link, and here I can paste, actually note that, actually I will do two, and then here will be my shifts like that. So here I'm going to also, let me copy this, and here I'm going to paste my statements, but now I'm going to call this my shifts because it is as if I never copied the link. So that is it. So if I paste that and come back here into my code and try to go in here, you can see we are having this problem of, you can see here we have stuff and then shifts here, and this is because I never added like another / before here. So let me first of all come here and add this /. So let me check. So if I go back now, come here in my shift, you can see we have this shift. So let's now first of all start styling here. So let me close everything here except our shifts page. So I'm going to close all of this. So up here I'm going to give this a class, or a class name of, let's say, my shifts, and up here also I'm going to have another div. So this div, we are going to call this div, actually let me first of all have a span here, so span, and then here also I'm going to have another the arrow, so this one will be far, and then arrow left, like that. So this one I'm going to import it from React icons, so I'm going to add report and then import that is from, now here is React icons and then FA, like that. So here I'm going to import far arrow and then left, just like that. So I'm going to give here, I'm going to add back, and this one also I'm going to say class name, and this class name here will be my shifts, like that, and then underscore back. Yes, so now that is it. The other thing that we need is to have another div inside here. So this div, we are going to call it my shifts and then top, and here I can have a span that we are going to give it a class name of my shifts, and then underscore header, like that, and then also I'm going to have this here, I'll just say name here is John Doe, and also I'm going to have a span here, another span, this span here, actually let me just add with the class name. So this one will be having a span, and this span here I'm going to call it my shift, and then underscore header. Here I'm going to add all / past shifts, shifts, like that. Yeah, so that is it. So let me first of all style this. So by styling this is very simple. So first thing that we need is to, I'm going to, let me see if I've imported, yes, the CSS. So here I'm going to add my shifts. So my shifts here, and here I'm going to add a margin of, let's say, 5% or 3%, top and bottom, and also we are going to have 10% left and right. So let me also check another thing. So here I'm going to say my shifts and then underscore top, and here I can just say display flex and then I can add align items to be center, and justify content should be space between, like that. Yeah, so that is it. So let me see how it looks. Yeah, so you can see how great it looks. So now we need to have a data grid here. So by adding data grid, what you do is that you just come here, search for data grid React, and here we'll be able to see the data grid. So this is a React data grid. So let me come here from let me come into this MUI.com, and here this is where you be able to see how you can use data grid. So you can see how data grid looks like, and they are very, very important because they give you also the functionality to filter and also to sort. So the first thing you need to do is also first thing is to import. So I'll install. Let's first of all install. So to get started here, you can come here, get started, and here you'll be able to see, let me check. So here you can be able to see how you can import it. So import this, and then here in your React here I can be able to add another. Let me first of all scroll this up and then add or have this part here. So I'm going to navigate to frontend, and now I'm going to paste this. You can see this in pm install MUI x data grid. So let us install it. Before it install, and while it is installing, we can be able to see the documentation. You can see how it looks like. We have everything here. So this data grid is for various things. You can create charts using it in React, which are very, very good React charts. So you can see here you need to just install it like that, and also here you can see also you are able to install everything. So you can see here the data grid package has appear dependencies on MUI material. If you are not already using it in your project, you can install it here. So you need to install this actually, so that you need to have like this MUI also React and styled, so that because they work together. So you can see these ones also you can be able to install them. You can see here material UI is using emotion as a styling engine by default. If you want to use styled component instead, run this. So I'm going to come here and see if it has finished installing. So I'm assuming that it won't take long time. So it is installing here. So let us wait. So now we have seen that this one we have installed now the data grid, but we need to install like this MUI material and this emotion React and then this emotion styled. So let us install everything, because if we don't do this, I'm sure that we are going to have an error. So let us wait again until all these packages have been installed. I hope that it will not be very, very fast, or before it installs or while it is installing, we can be able also to look at how we can use now the data grid. So let us go back. So if I come here, you can see there's a guide overview of how they work. So we have the premium one here, and we have, you can see we have DataGrid Premium, but we have the other ones. So to get started here, actually not there. Let me see how we can be able to use it. So up here you can see how you import it, how you can be able to import it. So just import it like that, and then I'll come here on the top. You can see it has finished installing, so like that. And also, what else do I need? I'm going to now save. Let me also look for how we can be able to use them. So this is yeah. So let me see, get started and see if how we can use them. So yeah, you can see here we can import, you can install, and then we can be able now to create now the data grid. So you can see how it looks. You need to have like this you have to have these rows, or let me first of all just import, but right now because we are not using TypeScript, that's why you can see this one here is for TypeScript, so that's why you can see they are adding the types here, like this grid row props and this grid row def. So you need to have rows here, and rows are just like column names, and here you need now the data. The data is what they are calling rows. So I'm going to copy all of this like that, and now in my code here, down here, I'll paste these ones, and also I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove these ones, and also this, because we are not using TypeScript. If you are using TypeScript, we would be using them. So the other thing is, now we can come here and we can copy this data grid, and then we can pass rows and columns as props. So copy it, and now down here we can be able now to use it, so like that. So let us save and then see if it is working. So let's see if we can be able to use it, if it will work. Yeah, you can see already we have now this column, and column 2 we have hello world. Data Grid Pro is awesome, MUI, but now we don't need this. We need to have a data for our shift. So we can just, what I'll do is that I'll just come here into, let me first of all come here, and I'll create from now ChatGPT. I'm going to tell ChatGPT to create for me the data. So let me see how we can use ChatGPT to create a dummy data for us. So okay, so I'll come here, and because here you can see already also I have used it to create me the data. So this is how also sometimes I use this ChatGPT. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT, I want you to create a data grid. Not actually, it will not be, yeah, a data grid, just like above, but this time we will have a shift like a data things, like we need to have things like, let me see what is in the shift. So we have the ID, we need to have ID, let me check ID. So let's come here, and then here I'm going to add as ID, need to have ID here, ID, and then what else? So let me come here, ID, we have data or date, we have time, and then what else? We need to have actually this one, let's do like date with small letter here, and then time also like that. Let me see, the other thing that we need is time, location type, and duration. Location, type, and duration. And also we need to have what else? Actually, why am I forgetting? Notes, and then we should have an action. So we need to have now the let me, what have I here? What is this? Notes, and also we should have action. So just like that. So I want to create a data grid just like above. Don't know if that English is correct, but this time we will have a shift data, things like ID, date, time, location, type, duration, notes, action, and then I'll tell it, and action should be a button for view, just like that. So let's see. So I'm hoping that it will be generating something that will make sense. So yeah, it is yeah, actually it's pretty good. So what I'll do is that now I can copy this information. So first thing, I'm going to copy all of this in this column. So if I copy all of this, you can see how this copy that, and in my data here, in my column, I can be able to remove this, and now I can paste here. I don't know why we are having a problem. Oh, this is button, not this is button, and down here this is also a button. So a button, so it is using another like bootstrap, or I don't know. So I'm going to remove this, so like that. And actually here I'm not going to, okay, this we can have params here, but also I can just ignore them for now. So I'm going also to have now the rows. So let me copy all the rows here like that, copy. Then let's see if we come here, and in my rows here I'm going to add this data here. Now let me first of all format this code because it has a lot of spaces. Yeah, so now this is okay. Let me push this down. Actually, this is what I would have done so that to create this space. So you can see we have rows here. The rows are the data, and also here you can see columns are just like a name for columns. So let's see if it will work. So using ChatGPT, yeah, you can see how it looks. It looks really nice. So now you can be able to see here view, and here you can see view here. It has a color of let's say this steel here. So now what I can do to make it like this steel, so I would come here, and let me see where we have this button. It is here. So I just say class name, and then I'll say view underscore button or view dash button, and then I'll come here and say view dash button, and then I'll say background color should be teal, color should be white, like that. Also we need to have a cursor to be pointer, and then also I'm going to have border to be none. So border none. So let's see if it will work now. So that is it. Let me come here, yeah, you can see already it's having like this shape. So I'm going to have also a padding of 10 pixels, and also I'm going to have a border radius of 10 pixels like that. So let's see. Yeah, but this padding is very big, so we can reduce it, and we can give it 5%, 5 pixels, sorry. Yeah, and you can see now this is it. So can click. So the other thing is that in this data grid, it comes now with the functionality of, you can see, you can filter, can add here whatever you want, and it will fit automatically for you. Also, you can add other things. Yeah, also, like let's say you need to add a location, or to filter through a location, or maybe you can do things like ascending and descending, sort by ascending, sort by descending, hide column. Actually, you can hide this column. You can see you can hide that column, and many other things. So yeah, of course, if you have so many pages, so you can come here and maybe say after 25 pages it should hide, so that you use these arrows here to go to the other page. So it's as if also you're adding like a pagination or something. So yeah, so now I know you have done something from this. So in the next video you are going to look at now shift detail page. So now the other thing is that if you haven't liked this video, kindly like this video and also subscribe to this YouTube channel, so that you'll have an update of other videos that I'll be uploading. So see you in the next video. Have a great